Mastering Azure DevOps. Поэтому давайте поприветствуем Мухаммадкарима Тухтабоева.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me properly?
Yes.
Okay, let me share my screen. I have no access to share my screen. Can you give me it? Let me share it.
Wait a minute. You can share now.
Okay. Okay. Can you see?
Yes, we see. You can start.
Sorry. Actually, I'm not ready to present right now because I have a confused and I have a difficulty to clarify the time zone between of the two countries. And I thought about it in the 4 p.m. in Uzbekistan. But I can try to explain the topic with my passionate. Okay. Assalamu alaikum and hello guys, hello folks. I am Mухаммадкарим, as they said, and I'm Microsoft MVP and .NET community lead in Uzbekistan. And right now, I'm a lead .NET engineer at Agrobank of Uzbekistan. So this is a topic. Today is a topic, mastering Azure DevOps. Mastering Azure DevOps. Let me explain the from starting. Auditory has no difficulty to understand English, right?
We do.
Okay, great. I'm passionate about DevOps because it's a way to deliver software to customers and faster and more reliably. Improve collaboration between teams and increase customer satisfaction. It's also a way to make the software development process more enjoyable and fulfilling for everyone involved. In short, DevOps is important because it helps organizations to be more successful in the software industry. So let me explain the DevOps. What is it, DevOps? What is it, DevOps? And probably you have heard about it. Probably you were working on it. Okay, I'm gonna give you in-depth information about it today. What's the DevOps? DevOps is set of practices that combine software development and IT operations into a single streamlined process. It's all about breaking down silos on encouraging collaboration between developers and operations teams. The goal of the DevOps, the purpose of the DevOps, is to deliver high-quality software to customers faster and more reliably. DevOps is based on several key principles.
Excuse me, Mухаммадкарим. We don't see your slides.
Okay. I lost my attention. What's the DevOps? DevOps actually I'm talking about the DevOps key principles. After that, I'll change the presentation to next page. So key principles, as I said, collaboration. The first one is the collaboration in the DevOps key principles. Collaboration. The second one is automation. Automation system. First one is integration, continuous integration, and continuous delivery, or you can name it as continuous deployment. Probably you heard about it as CI/CD process, CI/CD automation process, right? Okay. The last one is the feedback section. So let me give the in detail information about it. Collaboration. DevOps is all about breaking down silos and facilitating collaboration between developers and operation teams. This can be achieved by using shared tools and processes and by working together to achieve common goals. Okay, the next one, automation. DevOps relies heavily on automation to streamline the software development and delivery process. This can include automating such as automation tasks such as building, testing, and deploying software. CI/CD is a set of practices that automates the building, testing, and deployment of software. CI/CD helps also to ensure that software is always in the deployable state and that it can be delivered to customers quickly and reliably. Feedback. Um, Feedback. DevOps emphasizes the importance of feedback from all stakeholders, include
Мухаммадкарим? Something wrong with your internet? Do you hear us?
delivery process and
Мухаммадкарим?
the overall customer experience offers a number of benefits for you.
Are you here?
Can you? Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, we are.
Sorry. Okay. Let's explain. To DevOps life cycle is a continuous, iterative process, and it consists of 4 hours pieces: planning, developing, operating, and delivering. Planning. The planning process in the DevOps engineering. The planning phase involves defining the goals of the project, identifying the requirements, and creating the plan for how the software will be developed, tested, and deployed. The developing process. The development phase involves writing the code, testing it, and integrating it with other components of the system. The operating phase involves deploying the software to production, monitoring, as Elbek talked about the monitoring process, its performance also, and making necessary changes. Last section is the delivery. What is the delivery? CD process. Delivering phase involves releasing the software to customers and collecting feedback. So DevOps life cycle is not a linear process. Teams may move back and forth between phases as needed. For example, if the team receives feedback from customers that in certain feature needs to be changed, that we need to move back the development phase to make the necessary changes. So overview of the Azure DevOps. Sorry for that. It took a long time. Azure DevOps. You can see the Azure DevOps. Let me give the overview for the Azure DevOps. Azure DevOps is a suite of tools and services that helps organization to implement DevOps practices. Azure DevOps, this is a part of the Azure and produced by Microsoft. It provides a comprehensive set of features for managing the software development and delivering lifecycle, for planning the development to testing and deployment also. Azure DevOps is built on the following core principles: the collaboration, automation, feedback also, and it's I've talked about the DevOps key principles. This following principles also based that DevOps principles. Okay, Azure DevOps is a cloud-based platform, which means that it can be accessed from anywhere with the internet connection. It's also highly scalable, so it can be used by organizations of all sizes. Here are some benefits of Azure DevOps than another DevOps automation platforms. The benefit of that, increased velocity. Increased velocity, what is it? Azure DevOps helps organization to deliver software to customers faster by automating the software development and delivery process. Improved quality. Improved quality, Azure DevOps helps organization to improve quality of their software by providing a number of features that support testing and code reviews. Reduced costs. Reduced costs also. Azure DevOps can help organization to reduce costs by automating tasks and streamlining the software development and delivery process also. And increased customer satisfaction. What is it? Increased customer satisfaction. Azure DevOps helps organization to deliver software to customers faster and more reliably, which can lead to increased customer satisfaction. The overall Azure DevOps is a valuable suite of tools and services that can help organization to implement DevOps practices and improve their software development in successfully and delivery processes. Okay, here are you can see in my screen some of the key features of Azure DevOps. Azure Boards, Azure Repos, Azure Pipeline, also Azure Test Plans, Azure Artifacts. ClickUp and Jira also, Trello maybe, and it is like to Azure Boards. Azure Boards is a task management tool that helps teams to track their work, collaborate with each other, and visualize their progress. Azure Repos also, I guess if you didn't use the Azure DevOps platform, and I know you utilize it GitHub maybe, or another Git-based platforms, and it is where is the same between of them. Azure Repos is a code repository that helps teams to store, manage, and share their code. Azure Pipeline. What is the Azure Pipeline? Azure Pipeline is a continuous integration and a continuous delivery, CI/CD tool that helps teams to automate the building, testing, and the deployment of our software. If you are gonna build any software, and if you are gonna automate your system, you can use the Azure Pipeline if you are implement the CI/CD process, DevOps engineering. The next, Azure Test Plans. Azure Test Plans is a test management tool that helps teams to create, manage, and execute test plans. Maybe you're gonna create your roadmap for the project, maybe. The last one is Azure Artifacts. Azure Artifacts is a package repository. You're gonna collect your packages in the feature of the Azure DevOps also. Azure Artifacts is as I mentioned, it is a package repository, and it can help teams to store, manage, and share their packages, no code. If you are gonna manage, or if you're gonna store, and if you're gonna share your code, you can use the Azure Repos. And the Azure Artifacts is specialized for only packages. I've talked about these key principles also. Extensions. Azure DevOps also include a number of extensions that can be used to extend the functionality of the platform. Extensions are available for a variety of tasks such as the code review, performing, monitoring, and the security scanning. And I guess you have information about extensions, plugin, and widgets. And if you use it, the Visual Studio Code, and there is also marketplace to implement, to use the extensions. And Azure also can include the extensions for for increasing your functionality of the platform. Thank you. I've completed the presentation. If you have any questions, you're gonna give me.
Thank you, Мухаммадкарим. Can we ask questions in Russian?
Russian, actually, yeah.
Можно задавать вопросы на русском? Да, давайте.
It's gonna be great in English, but я понимаю.
Мухаммадкарим, thank you very much for your speech. I have the question. I know that there is Azure Container Registry, and it can be used as a private, but I don't know. Is there any tools to store Maven artifacts, especially
Maven?
Yes, especially in private reason.
Maven. So you were a Java engineer?
Kind of. I'm also DevOps engineer. So we have some artifacts. We have Docker artifacts and Docker containers and Maven. So we use Azure Container Registry, but we can't use. But we came up with using Nexus because I think there is no possibility to use a private Artifactory. So maybe I'm wrong. That was my question. Can we use some registry for some Artifactory for Maven packs especially in private reason?
Private reason. I guess it is related to Java engineers because actually, as I mentioned it before, I've implemented all of the practice in the .NET ecosystem, and we are .NET Core plugins and the .NET Core extensions for that. And you are asking about the Mavens. Honestly, I didn't use the Maven because I'm not the expert DevOps engineer. But my speech is related to .NET ecosystems. Can you hear me properly?
Yes, thank
did
you.
Get my point?
Yes, thank you. And we have second question, please.
But I will clarify it if you reach out me to the Telegram or another platform. I will clarify and I'll let you know.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Chingiz. Thank you for brilliant presentation. My question is, should companies have a separate position for DevOps engineers? Because initially idea of DevOps was every engineer should have DevOps knowledge. But currently companies have separate DevOps positions. It's it seems to be not logical. Yeah, I would like to know your opinion on it.
So you are asking about the separating Azure DevOps to another position between of the developers and Azure DevOps engineers, right?
No, currently I see that we already have some separate DevOps engineers. And my question is should be generally in our in companies, or DevOps knowledge should be part of every engineer?
Yeah, I got your point. Actually, every backend engineers, server-side engineers should know the essential knowledge in the DevOps engineering, because you're gonna work with Docker and containerization, and we always use the maybe Docker, and we should set up and we should write YAML files, and it's not related to DevOps also. And the backend engineers should have essential knowledge about the DevOps engineering. But every company should have a particular DevOps engineer, because in our bank also in our bank also include the particular DevOps engineers, because there is any tasks apart from the configuring, because DevOps engineer have to configure the servers, configures the IIS servers, maybe Nginx, Apache servers, and backend engineers shouldn't do it because it takes more time. It takes more time clearing the storage, maybe, and
it's like old
rebuild
administrator
the processes.
positions, yeah?
Yeah. And actually, we should separate both of the engineers' position. But you should have a essential knowledge in the DevOps engineering.
Thank you.
If you are backend engineer.
Thank you, Mухаммадкарим. And now, which question do you like more? First one, second?
Actually, second, because